Alright, let's talk about power rods and arc raiders, because if you've ever picked one up and thought, I'll deal with this later, you're already on the right track. These aren't just shiny epic tier loot you casually throw into crafting. Power rods are rare, tied into multiple progression systems, and the game absolutely expects you to think before using one. A lot of players burn their first power rod too early and only realize later how big of a mistake that was. In this video, we're focusing on how to find and open the power rod room, and more importantly, why it even matters. This is one of those high-risk, high-reward moments where arc raiders quietly test your decision-making. I'll walk you through where to find the room, how to access it properly, and what you should be considering before committing a power rod. If you want to avoid wasting one of the rarest resources in the game, you're definitely in the right place. I'm quickly moving on to the video. Before we start, if you enjoy these types of list videos, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Enjoy watching. Alright, let's talk about the power rod room and arc raiders, because this spot can seriously change how profitable your run is if you play it smart. Power rods are special items that let you open a locked loot room in Dam Battlegrounds, and once you use one, it is gone for good. That means this is not something you want to rush into without a plan. If you are carrying a power rod, you are basically holding a one-time key to some very juicy loot. The locked door you're looking for is inside the power generation complex, located on the southeast side of Dam Battlegrounds. You cannot really miss it once you are close, because it is a massive industrial door that clearly looks important and very locked. Using a power rod on this door consumes the item instantly, so make sure you are ready to commit before you interact with it. Now, let me give you a safer route, because running straight through high traffic areas is usually how runs end badly. A much cleaner approach is coming from the Red Lakes area to the south. From that direction, you can climb into the power generation complex using a rope entrance, which usually has fewer players passing through. Fewer players means fewer surprises, and fewer surprises means a much better chance of actually reaching the door alive. Once you are inside the complex, keep an eye out for a large industrial hallway that leads deeper into the building. This hallway is a good sign that you are on the right path and getting close to the power rod door. Be careful though, because this area can have environmental dangers like automated turrets, and those can shred you if you are not paying attention. The goal here is not to sightsee, it is to move with purpose. Before you even step into the complex, make sure your power rod is stored in your safe pocket. This is extremely important. If you die on the way and the power rod is not protected, your entire plan is over. Once you reach the door, unlock it quickly and get inside. The longer you hang around outside, the more likely it is that someone hears you or spots what you are doing. Inside the power rod room, you will find red lockers packed with high-value loot like weapons, shields, armor, and medical supplies. The loot gets even better at night, with a higher chance of epic weapons and valuable blueprints. Just remember, this room is not a secret. Other players know about it and they will come looking. Grab what you need, do not get greedy, and get out before the attention finds you. So what if you decide not to use a power rod on the locked room? That is actually a very reasonable choice. Outside of opening the power rod room, power rods play an important role in crafting and repairing gear. In many cases, holding onto one for progression can be smarter, especially since the loot behind a locked door does not always feel like a fair trade for an epic tier item. At Gearbench 3, power rods are required to craft the heavy shield, which is a big deal for survivability. They are also used to craft the snap hook, although that recipe is locked behind a blueprint, so not everyone will have access to it right away. On top of that, once you do have a snap hook, you will need power rods again to repair it, making them a recurring cost rather than a one-time investment. If you are not planning to craft or repair gear, power rods are still far from useless. You can recycle or salvage them for valuable materials. Recycling gives you advanced electrical components, while salvaging can return both advanced electrical components and ARC circuitry. These materials are commonly used in higher tier crafting recipes, so even when broken down, power rods still contribute to long-term progression rather than going to waste. The video ends here. See you in another video. Don't forget to subscribe.